Hey, everybody. Good to see you. I'd like to talk with you a little bit about kind of what waveforms look like or what it looks like when you record sound. Because to be perfectly honest, it helps us to see how we can talk to a speaker or what information a microphone might generate. And so I'm going to use a little program that's called Audacity. Audacity is a free program that you can download for almost any platform for Mac or for Windows or Linux. And if you're interested in playing with sound at all, it's a wonderful program. You can do podcasting on here. You can mix music and samples, and so really robust, but free to use, which is cool. And I'm going to show you a little bit about what waves look like, or what sound looks like when you have it in the format of essentially changing current. So I'm going to create right now a new track, and let's go ahead and I don't need it to be stereo, so we'll create a little mono track that's here. And I'm going to record a musical instrument at this point, which is pretty pure in tone. This musical instrument is a recorder. This one right here is a flute of sorts, and it often gets kind of a bad rap as a childhood or a childish instrument because they often have elementary school students learn how to play the recorder. But recorders are a beautiful instrument that can be used in all sorts of different contexts. My father was a recorder player, and he played a wide variety of sizes of recorders. This one is actually a soprano recorder, but there are other, altos and tenors and bass recorders that are out there too, with much deeper tones. And I'm by no means a professional recorder player, but I can play a little bit here and there. So I'm going to play a little Irish lick here on the recorder, and then I'll actually record it in Audacity so we can look at what it looks like in kind of a waveform styling here. And you'll notice that this is +1 to -1. So really, this is kind of the change in current that is happening because I'm playing this instrument, and the instrument causes variances in the air, right? So it causes compressions and expansions or rarefactions in the air. And so this vibration of the air itself is moving through, which eventually comes to my microphone that I've got right here. And so the microphone itself then senses those changes in the air, which then translates using magnets, right, and coils of wire into electrical signals. Those electrical signals can then be stored and potentially transmitted, if I want to you, and then they can be replayed back again on your speakers. So that variance in current that you're about to see on the screen visually is what gets sent as information to your speaker, which then literally moves coils of wires near magnets to that the cones of the speakers can then push around air, which then moves to your head, and you can hear the exact sound on your end that I'm playing here, even though we're nowhere near each other. Not really. I mean, you couldn't hear me play this if I turned everything off. And so it's a pretty amazing ability for us to transmit sound through electrical signals far distances, or record them for posterity. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my recorder here, and I'm going to record a little lick, and we'll take a look at what it looks like. So here it comes. Right? So there it is. Thank you very much. Let me go ahead and stop this. And you can see that there's already an image on the screen of this waveform. I'm going to zoom in on it a little bit so you can see kind of what we're looking at overall. So let's get in on this, and let's move a little down so we can get into an interesting section of it. And if maybe I go back a little bit. Yeah. This is it. This is that electrical signal that I just recorded. So my microphone itself, the diaphragm, right inside of it, was moving in and out, and as it moved in and out, it essentially was capturing this in terms of current. Where when it was being pushed one way, the current was generated in one direction. Was being pulled the other way, the current was being done in the other way, and the kind of wave that you're looking at up here on the screen is just that difference in current, where it gets pushed and then pulled and then pushed and then pulled and then pushed and then pulled. And every frequency, meaning this up and down, right, has a particular tone associated with it. So if I play a note on my instrument here, this note happens to be the note D, then I can see it across my screen here as a particular up and down motion. And that up and down itself, right, has this kind of beautiful pattern. But if I then store that and send that to you and tell your speakers to do just what is being shown on the screen, where I want you to vibrate in and out at a particular rate, I can then recreate this sound that I'm making with my instrument through the air on your end of the line, where your speakers then create those vibrations through your speaker so that your head can hear them. What an amazing ability for us to communicate or even, share this joy of music across, the entire globe. And we can do that using electrical signals, which is pretty amazing. So I hope that you got something out of this. We'll take a quick listen to this just for fun one last time, and then we'll call it good. So here it is, a little Irish jig. Right on. All right, everybody. We'll see you in the next one, and take care. Adios.